I'm Charles. I'm 54 years old, about 6'1" when I'm fully assembled. I weigh 240 pounds. I'm going to show you today how to get over a threshold. A threshold is the space in between floors or going out the door, that bump. All of that is something that you have to be able to manage when, when I'm in a wheelchair, something I had to learn to manage. Now, this threshold that I'm going to be going over is very small, but I figured it works great for demonstration. Also, I have none of my prosthetics on, so you'd be able to see that this is doable. If you have prosthetics on, it's the same way, but it's just as doable with no feet at all. So I will show you why even a tiny threshold, and I don't know if you can see the threshold in the video at all. Did you see the threshold in the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is when you're going forward, even this tiny threshold just stops you cold. All right. Now the deal, of course, I could go faster and get over it, and that's not a problem because this is a really tiny one. But there are plenty of things that won't work for, and this will work for getting over the little cracks in the sidewalks and things like that. But oftentimes, those little barriers will just stop you cold when you're going fast and you don't want to get thrown. Never want to get thrown. To help to keep from getting thrown, always put the seatbelt on, especially when you don't have any feet connected. Okay, so the way I manage getting over thresholds, you just in the house and getting in and out of the house, those types of things, is as I approach the threshold or the barrier, I like to be even with the threshold, both wheels touching at the same time. I'm going to lean back, basically sit up straight, trying to get my center of gravity as far back as possible, and that takes most of the weight off the front wheels, puts it all on the back wheels, and then it makes it real easy to go over it. Now the back wheels, of course, I've got all my weight on the back wheels, and of course if this was a very high threshold, it'd be much more difficult to get over it. So I lean over, essentially wanting to do the same thing, take as much weight off the back wheels as I can, move it towards the front. I do that by moving my center of gravity, and at that point I reach way down here like this and then push, and I can easily go over that back threshold. One of the reasons why I go way down here to push is because my center of gravity is over here and it's easy to reach. If I do it back here, it's more difficult. It tends to want me to sit up, and I might actually flip myself over backwards. I know that from experience. But that is a simple way to get over thresholds very easily, and I hope that was helpful.